Hello and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Rabbi Eliezer Melamed. We discussed yesterday the significance of the union of the Jewish people and HaKadosh Baruch Hu compared to that of a marriage, and we had to go through the purification process. Let's continue along that line, and Rabbi Melamed discusses the significance of the counting, specifically with the number 7. Hamispar Sheva Romez L'Metzias HaTivis Al Kol Markiveha. Shekena Olam Nivra B'Shiva Yamim. 7 represents the natural order of the world. The world was created in 7 days. V'chein Papoel L'chol Davar Gishmi Yesh Shisha Tzidadim Arba Ruchos Lamala Ulamata V'od B'china Shvius Shehihi HaMerkaz HaPnimi Shelo. He says every natural physical thing has 6 sides. There are 4 directions: east, west, north, south. And then, of course, you have up and you have down. So just think about how we wave the lulav on Sukkot, as my edition. And then the 7th dimension is the inner nature of an item. So there's inside, and then on the outside there are 6 directions. He says, therefore, the number 7 also represents the time that it takes for someone to go from a state of impurity to a state of purity. שבמשך 7 ימים אדם מתכונן בכל בחינותיו לעלות מטומאה לטהרה הוא 7 ימים. במשך 7 ימים אדם מתכונן בכל בחינותיו לעלות ממצב הטומאה למצב הטהרה. That in the course of 7 days, a person can go from a state of impurity to a state of purity. לכן, נידה סופר 7 ימים כדי להיטהר לבעלה. In the case of menstruation, when we have to count 7 clean days, that goes from a period of Tumah to Tahara. Ulam Kadesh Yisrael Yuchlu Lehidabek B'Hashem L'Kabel Es HaTorah Halokis Sheshayeches L'Olam Ha'Elyon Hayitzrich L'Spor Sfira Haber Yosar Muka. And when it came for the Jewish people's time to attach themselves to God and to receive the godly Torah, which connects the lower world with the upper world, so they obviously had to have a greater level of counting, or what he calls a deeper level of counting. B'makam Shiva Yamim, Shiva Shavuot. So instead of merely 7 days, there were 7 weeks. B'sfira zu, kol echad mishivas ha'misparim mofia af hu b'chol sheva b'chinosav. Kedei shekol ha'madrigos ha'klulos b'olam hazeh yimutzu ad tom. In the counting in the course of these 7 weeks, we represent all aspects and all steps that are represented in the physical world until its depth. Up to an extent where the purification to be able to receive the Torah is complete. So that every aspect of our existence, all directions inside and out, are ready and prepared to accept the Torah. And through this we're able to merit going up to the upper level, which is above the level of nature. And by being on this lofty level, being able to accept the godly Torah, through which we can elevate the rest of the world to a better state. And throughout that original period of 7 weeks, again, from the Exodus, from Yetzias Mitzrayim until Shavuos, the Jewish people were yearning and they were waiting for the receiving of the Torah. That the Medrash explains, we've seen this before, that Moshe Rabbeinu told the Jewish people that after they leave Egypt, they're going to serve Hashem on Har Sinai, Mount Sinai, and they're going to receive the Torah. Sha'alu, they said, they said, well, when will this take place? Amalahem, l'sov chamishim yom, he said at the end of 50 days. Umeirav chiba, hayumonim kol yom v'omrim, harei avar yom rishon, harei avar yom sheni, v'kach b'chol hayomim. And every single day, they would count, and they'd say, oh, 1 day has gone by. 2 days have gone by. And this is how they would count all the days because they were so excited. And through this excitement and anticipation, the Torah was fulfilled through their hands. As the Mishnah in Pirkei Avos says, Kol sheyiras cheto kodemes lechachmaso, chachmaso miskayemes, v'kol shechachmaso kodemes liraso, cheto ein chachmaso miskayemes. If a person has his fear of sin before his wisdom will endure, and vice versa. V'kol kach tshuva hitaros v'yiskonanos l'kras kabbalas haTorah ad shal shem kach nikra shemo hikarish halachag chag haShavuos. And this explains why the main name for this holiday, as we saw yesterday and 2 days ago that there are several names for this holiday, but the main name that we call it Shavuot, which means weeks, Shedemar, Shiva Shavuos Tisbar Lach Vechulei, that the pasuk says that you have to count 7 weeks. V'kivan she'achana chashuva biyoser, and this represents the preparation for the receiving of the Torah, and that's so important. Yesh l'hakbid shelo lehispal tfilas arvis shel chag haShavuos lefnei tzeiso kochavim. And because of this, and the anticipation and waiting and completing, we have a notion it's called Tamimos. The Torah says you have to count 7 full weeks. So that's why on the night of Shavuos, the first night, we never daven early. We always daven at exact nightfall. We never daven before the appearance of 3 stars. Because we want to make sure that we complete this period of 7 weeks, not just for a mere counting, but really for preparation purposes because of the excitement building up and to receive the Torah. And that's what allowed our ancestors, the Jewish people, as they left Egypt, to receive the Torah at Mount Sinai because of their full, complete anticipation and preparation. So we want to make sure that we replicate that in the very same way. This idea of preparing for Shavuos, preparing for Matan Torah, is many holidays, as we have seen. You can't just jump into a holiday. A person has to put in the requisite amount of thought, preparation, and not just physical preparation, let's say in terms of the meals and the davening, but in terms of how we get ourselves mentally prepared for a holiday is equally as important. And nothing represents this more than the time from Pesach up until Shavuos. These 7 weeks represents exiting their state of tumah, their state of impurity, and entering into a state of purity so that we could be zochah, so that we could merit the giving of the Holy Torah, again representing godliness in this world and our mission to bring godliness into the world. So I want to thank everyone for listening. I hope you all have a great Wednesday, great day all around. We'll see you here next time as we study the Torah of Eliezer Malamed Shlita from Peninei Halacha. Have a great day.